That's the finish
of the country. And Camembert is from Normandy. Alors, let me. Do I have time? I'm not too late. I know I'm always late.
No, it's fine.
It's okay.
6:25.
Oh, I'm only half an hour. So.
No problem. 18:25.
Alors, quickly, because it's important. The Camembert was born during the French Revolution. In 1792, I think there was that. There has been the civil constitution of the clergy, la constitution civile des clergés. It's a law by the revolution saying the priest and bishop are not anymore named by the church but by the revolution, and they have to recognize and sign a paper or being shortened. So it was kind of simple. Yeah. And so actually the big part of the clergy refused. So they became what they called the refractarian priest, prêtre réfractaire. So they had to hide if they wanted to stay among their parish or to flee. And one of them, he was called the Abbé Vombou, and he was a farmer, son of a farmer, grandson of a farmer. He knew very well how to make brie. And he was on the run, and he has been hidden by a family of farmers making cheese, living in a small village called Camembert. They were making cheese, he knew how to make cheese, they shared about cheese making technique. And he showed them how they make their cheese in La Brie. And then he left, and voilà, nobody really heard of him, but the family of cheesemaker, the Harel family, would continue to make a cheese, which is the Camembert. And people would know the cheese locally, but voilà, not more. And then years passed, peace came back, Napoleon I, war came back, and then restoration of monarchy, and then Napoleon III. And Napoleon III did many renovation all over Paris, especially when you look in Paris, the 8th arrondissement, le 8e, with the Champs-Élysées, you have wider streets, yeah. With his architect called Haussmann. He wanted to have wider streets so he could solve a revolution more easily, so he would just send the army and solve the problem. So that was the purpose of that. And he did also the railway renovation. So the railway arrived in Normandy, putting Normandy at 6 hours from Paris, and before it was 3 days walking distance. So suddenly the Parisians discover the Camembert. Camembert, everyone would talk about Camembert. Well, this is my interpretation. So the production would develop, and so everyone would, in other regions, would start making Camembert. And then years passed, and First World War. And First World War, so battle with the Germans, and at the beginning they would, to feed the army, they would take the big mountain cheeses, so could travel better, it could last longer, so they would give it to the army. And at one point, everything was empty. All the aging caves were empty, so no more cheese to feed the population, to feed the army. So they went on the west to get the cheese. And at the same time, a little American company, actually, would invent a little wooden box looking like that. Yeah. Not necessarily very solid, but solid enough so you could hold the cheese, cover it, and then you could pile the cheese without having the cheese completely smashed. Smush. And then, so they would start sending Camembert to the army. So the soldiers would really suffer, in a way, with this cheese, and that cheese would stay very strongly in the memory of the soldiers, and that's when the Camembert would really gaining his symbol of France. And so voilà, and then years passed, and suddenly the Norman people kind of woke up and said, wow, everyone is making camembert everywhere. No, ça va pas. No, it is a problem. So we'll tell everyone that they have to change their name because camembert is in camembert. And a bit like champagne in the US, when you're doing, when you're using a name for many years, you don't accept to change name that easily, especially if it's a business. So there had been a legal fight, and the Norman people would lost. They couldn't protect camembert. So they had to protect something else. So they would protect Camembert de Normandie, which is made out of raw milk, mandatory raw milk, Norman breed, half of the group of cows, minimum, molded with a ladle with the hand in 5 layers of curd and 40 minutes between each layer. So you do one ladle and then 40 minutes, another one, 40 minutes, another one, 40 minutes, 5 times. So in terms of industrial production, it's a bit complex. So the industry came years after and said, well, we want to make camembert because it's a good business. But they could not make something so manual. So they could not make camembert de Normandie. So they did a big brainstorming with all the marketing departments and they say, let's call it camembert fabriqué en Normandie, which is, it's not from Normandy, but it's made in Normandy. Alors the difference is subtle, but you can make it pasteurized, and as long as the cheese is made in Normandy, it's fine. So you can import milk from Germany, from Holland, from Belgium, from anywhere, and then you make the cheese, and you call it camembert fabriqué en Normandie. And then the marketing department is taking over the job and makes a nice something looking very authentic. And voilà. So every day nowadays, today, every day you have 1 million camembert produced in Normandy. 1 million every day.
Wow.
It's huge. Among the 1 million, only 50,000 are the camembert de Normandie. So the traditional one. It's very, very, very small. And of course, this is one of them.
And guess what? It's not.
And guess what? This one is industrial. So it is stronger, especially at this season. This season, the milk is very rich and everything is more powerful. So it's a strong cheese. And you talk, when we started the tasting, you talk about regional pairing. We're going to do regional pairing because in Normandy you have lots of apples, and we have a farm hard cider. You will see when you smell at the cider, you smell the skin of the apple. It's a very good farm making this cider, and we're going to have it with the camembert, and that's a nice pairing actually. Ça va? And alors John, if you can give me a hand, because last time I opened this, I didn't have time to do that, and everything was already.
What do you want help with?
If you could
have it ready.
If you keep your
Hold it. He wants you to hold it.
For the rest of us.
He wants you to hold it where he unscrews it.
No. Keep your up. I was right. Oh, goodness.
Oh no.
Alors, I can do that. Emily, can you help? No? Are you ready? No, I'm joking.
Yeah, here.
Pour it into my mouth.
Okay, are you ready?
Well done. Yeah.
There.
I lost 5 years of life experience. C'est bon. I did it a few days ago. I did just like that in the shop.
There you go.
He always comes in
Okay.
here.